G'day guys, Josh here. Well, you finished my wrap up. Now we're going to check out some of my personal photos that I got from IEM Sydney as well. Now, these photos are awesome. They've got some awesome people in it. And I didn't get all of them online in the end. But I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, these are going to be very close to my heart for a very long time. So this is the start of my journey. This is like the wing. I believe this is when I was landing actually in Sydney that I took a picture of the wing. Funny thing was about the flight, by the way, there was no Wi-Fi on the plane, so I had to literally play like Naruto songs, like opening songs in my head. So I was like, and I had no food on the plane as well. And I was like starving halfway through, and I'm just like, oh no, I have to buy food on Virgin. I'm looking at this menu being like Kit Kats are like $5, and I'm like, oh no, like I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money just for food. Now, someone's going to be like, oh, why didn't you buy, some food before you got on the flight? I did. I actually bought a sandwich and a Pepsi, and it was just towards the end of the flight. Next up, with my sister, as you guys may know. So I'll see some people know who it is. Now, I wanted to highlight something as well. This is where we're going to at Tawa. I got a picture of, like, his name at the back, and it's orange. And I was going to say, like, oh, Tawa, man, it's good to see that you're here. Okay, if you guys don't know who Tawa is one of Davey's friends, and he's a Ranger. Okay, he has orange hair. So just put it that way, he's a ginger. So it's very, very appropriate of this picture in the background. But anyway, this is basically like a concert they had on Thursday. So I met my sister up here. I literally had just got off the plane an hour, and I just literally landed in Sydney at this point. Next one, this is me outside, I believe, either Woolies or one of the places down there as well, with my Chiefs jersey. I think this was on the first day on the Friday. And this is like me doing my walk, because I thought I was going to get in early and get my ticket. This is like the little monument outside ICC, the XXW thingo. I think it's actually really, really cool. I've been to here before. This is also the harbour as well. Such a beautiful thingo. This is the Maritime Museum in Melbourne. Oh, not Melbourne, Sydney. It's so fucking beautiful. Like, it's got all these old ships, got the old lighthouse as well. It is so, so amazing. And, it's got the old World War II ships as well. And also got the Intel box as well. That was outside of SXW. And also there's the convention center as well before I went in there. Now, see, this is me back in, I think it's at the hotel. Oh no, it's at the breakfast. That's right. It's at the cafe outside my hotel. And I got some lovely, lovely scrambled eggs. So next up, this is like the convention. So all people in here. This is like early in the morning as well. So not many people in here at all. So you can see all these people playing. Oh, the lights got me there. This is Aftershock. This is basically the Intel booth as well. I've got this little drone here. It looks pretty sick. And I think this is the MSI booth as well with their PCs. I played a few death matches. The one on the left there basically has low mouse sensitivity. And I told the guy to up it just before someone else got on it. But dude, the mouse sensitivity is so bad. I'd track an entire mouse pad to just turn left. Now this is the stand-in tournament basically. So 5 people could go in and play each other. There was like constant tournaments throughout the day. I know Arcade entered one of these tournaments, and I'm not sure if Arcade won or not. So you can see here, it's basically, a few people playing each other in this steel case as well. So this is where the tourneys were done. This is all the other areas. This actually reminds me of one of my friends. She does art, and she does some of these drawings, like here, for example, like these pattern mesh drawings. So I was asking if it was her, but obviously it was not. There's also the AIs as well. So with SXW, it's just like a bunch of everything. And obviously the name of the game at the moment is AI. So you get to see a lot of AI there as well. And as you see, there's infinite possibilities as well. I didn't listen too much to AI stuff because a lot of people trying to, it's a lot of the crowd chasers, be like, AI is going to be the next thing, blah, blah, blah. And they tell you how great it is, but they don't give you, excellent, thing to really match with. And there's a few, cafe pits as well. There's also, this is the world's biggest problems. There's a lot. The one I highlighted here is trust, okay? That's the big one I like, is trust. Also, the South Americans down here with Colombia and Brazil. But yeah, trust is the big one, okay? This is one of the world's biggest issues is trust. Because if you solve trust, you solve all these other issues down here. I like the destruction of the Amazon rainforest. So you can tell a lot of South Americans are here, given that Colombia and Brazil are mentioned. And also Brazil spelled correctly, by the way. So here's the AI chat. I sat here for a bit because I was waiting for Vertex to come on so they could start my stuff. As you can see, there's Malta. The man from Malta, retired, of course. And there's a few other guys down there, like Kaza and stuff like that. There's better pictures coming up. So this is PLE without Jack Hutto, which is a bit disappointing. I was expecting Hutto to be here. Now, see, there's the F1s, and obviously I'm going to tell you right now, that monitor is way too wide. And also, I believe it's CSGO, the overpass. So you could watch the tournament, I believe, on this one. No, it wasn't. You couldn't watch the tournament. That's why it was. You could play there. There's also a digital film. They had some models on here as well. If you don't know who Blackmagic Design are, Blackmagic Design are the people who I make my editing software, which is DaVinci Resolve. That's obviously more of PLE. Also, of course, as well, this is like the Telstra booth, I believe. There's a few other booths as well. So like Artist Alley. There's the tree where the cafe was. I thought this tree was pretty sick. Now, see, this is me after the signing session. I got Addict has Easy Peasy, Brace, and Malta. And I believe Kingfisher's signature is there. I did get Snappy signature from Ents and a few others as well. And I believe I got who was it? It wasn't Bet Booms, but I got so Ents. I've got Greyhound signatures. That's right. I got Greyhound signatures as well. I'm trying to think of the other team's signatures I got. I've got a lot of signatures. Let's put it that way. So this is when we got into the stadium. That's grim. Okay, I memed Licky and be like, oh, who's this Neo person? I didn't know Licky played for Complexity, and obviously that's Pilsky. So that's me with Wombat. So basically, Wombat. Someone dared him to shave his head. Okay, and also this is after the Liege like rub his head kind of thing. So it was like, oh, I'm rubbing someone's head. Okay, but yeah, I don't know who possessed Will to shave his head. Probably one of the Vertex boys. By the way, all the Vertex boys are back here. I was just sitting with them during the first day. So that's obviously Hazard, Addict, Malta, and I think that is Kingfisher there. I actually asked Kingfisher has Vertex broke his arm yet from Street Ball, given the Renegade stuff. Now this is obviously the first 13-0. See, FaZe absolutely dominating, and this was just basically end of night. Next morning, I went to walk around the aquarium. I did a big walk. I do big walks every day. And then, of course, I met Dexter later on in the evening. Some of these pictures are not in photographic order, okay? So with Dexter as well, I talked about a few things. I was going to pull a prank on Josh to give him the Renegades jersey, but yeah, obviously we didn't have the Renegades jersey in the end. And also I helped out a lot of people as well with the photos. Like a lot of people kept wanting to take photos with Dexter. They were a bit surprised that Dexter was just chilling here outside of the convention. So I helped a lot of people out by taking photos with him as well, which was awesome. Dexter's a good guy. I talked to him about, how his time in Mouse and stuff like that. And during isolation, how he handled it, because he went over to Germany just as the COVID lockdowns happened. Because I told him that I could have been stuck in Germany as well if I didn't get out the week before, basically. And I'm like, because he's one of those guys, if you watch the Mouse video, he loves swimming. And the worst part is during the COVID lockdowns, swimming allows him to relax. I've got a lot of other clients in the financial planning area that have this thing as well. He couldn't swim, so it was keeping him caged in. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can imagine. Because I had two of my clients that love swimming just call up being like, yeah, I'm a bit anxious because I can't go out to the pools and stuff like that. One of them actually took up beach swimming. They have like funny withdrawals from it. Okay, it's not Dexter, of course, but one of my clients is actually very funny. Obviously, this is me, I believe. Was that a dinner joint? I'm trying to remember. Oh, Betty Burgers. That's right. Was that Betty Burgers? They have a Betty's Burgers in Sydney. It was actually so good. So this is a meme, okay? So the meme is that I get fogged a lot, that everyone's a lot taller than me because I'm short. So as you can see here, that's Hats. That's TJP. And everyone's favorite CSGO player, by the way. And then there's me, okay? Now obviously there's Davey, okay? There's a like a UPS kind of thing, like a career system called Davey. And I just took a photo of that and tagged Davey, like, oh, finally you've arrived. And the funny part, I could imagine that this is what Davey would fucking rock up in. He would just rock up in this fucking like 4-wheel drive, flannel shirt on, full beard, moustache, Canadian lumberjack. Like that's what I imagine Davey just rocked up in. Now, of course, this is where before I got Greyhound to sign my stuff, I won a deathmatch. Okay, even though it was against bots, but still, I won a deathmatch. And there's Eddie. Eddie was in the line for Greyhound as well. So Eddie observed some of the group games. So, yep. There's me in the line as well. This is before Eddie turned up. And also this is the Vertex boys playing in the Intel booth as well. Well, there's no pictures of Greyhound. But anyway, I think they got some pictures of Greyhound. That's Nertz and Yenko in the analysis desk. They had Alistair and Torsey up there at one point as well. This is also me with Foggers and Bones. Bones is the world's unluckiest person in CSGO. And Foggers is the known anchor in CSGO. I am very tall, okay? So this is the merch line early on. This line is the smallest I ever saw at every tournament, okay? This line was full every time I went outside. Okay, every time I went outside, it was absolutely completely full. And I did get some merch in the end. I got some Ents jerseys. I couldn't get any Complexity jerseys. They weren't selling there, which was fairly annoying. Now, so this is Heku interviewing Rain before the big tournament. So basically, Heku had an interview trying to ask Rain for the script because of all the things Carrigan said. Now, this is also me, I believe, at Fortress Sydney. So this is the first time I've been to Fortress Sydney, actually, because I've never been to Fortress before Melbourne. So I went to it in Melbourne. And I met up with a few people, chilled with a few people as well. Met Joey Semtex and a few others as well. I met Mordred, obviously, the guy who took all the photos. So if you want to know, like, people who took most of the photos there, it's him. Okay, I managed to capture him, okay? So this is at Fortress Sydney. He got free drinks, of course. And this is me, okay? This is the funniest story with this jersey. So with this jersey, I didn't know I ordered it, okay? And I met up with Jamie at the end of the second day because Jamie drove in to witness IEM Sydney. And he's like, oh, dude, you've ordered a jersey. And I'm like, huh? What? I don't remember ordering a jersey. So he just checks for me. He's like, yeah, this is yours. So he gave it to me and I wore it the next day. Okay, I completely forgot that I had a jersey. The jersey's so good. But like I say, the only downside is the buttons are so hard to put in, okay? But it was such an amazing jersey. So obviously this is an anteater. So basically I was visiting my sister and I saw this anteater like nobbing at food. So I decided to take a photo of it. And there's my sister. So just an FYI, this is, you know how I said my pink eye? This is where my pink eye is developing. So you can see here that's a bit stressed. Now this is the Intel booth on the third day. No one's there. There's all the God mode pricks here as well, okay? So everyone who got God mode is like chilling. Now this is Rare Wolf, this is Emily. She had right with Mr. Hedge. Very, very beautiful, okay? Very, very beautiful. There's Foggers as well. We watched the day 3. Foggers definitely just got out of bed. Okay, that's what I said. Like, Foggers just got out of bed. No Photoshop. This is Complexity winning. Okay, this is the only happiness I had because I think Complexity was going to win the entire thing. So Complexity won the second map. Now, this is one of the content creators I met. So basically, I was chilling outside waiting for the third map. And I was talking to this dude. And this dude was pretty exciting. You know, he just came from, I believe, oh my god. He came from Malaysia, that's right. I was going to say Indonesian. I'm like, no, it's Malaysia. And he's like a big streamer there. He was doing something for the Predator guys down here as well. And also met the Apex guys as well down here as well. So I met all the international people. It was quite interesting stuff like that. Basically in Malaysia, like mobile gaming is very, very popular and not many people have computers there. And I talked to him about 3 letters and how I sent him a PC so he could mod my channel. So I gave him I paid like $1,000 and stuff like that to mod my channel, which he uses for Football Manager these days, which, you know, I'm happy for, to be honest, because he was modding my chat from his phone. So I'm just like, mate, just get a PC. I'll just get you a PC, okay? First world problems, I know. There's Mordred, okay? This is Mordred when he was getting a picture of Heku. That legendary picture of Heku. This is when Mordred was taking a picture of that, okay? And I made a meme, you know, who photographs the photographers? Now, this is Freya watching Complexity, because Freya's coming back on the desk because Complexity are 9-3 down, and Freya's just getting ready for, you know, the booth, you know, the basically death segment afterwards. And it's a very good photo. So I sent this to her as well, saying, like, this is an amazing photo. And I was just taking pictures, like, you know, in between things to see how good it was and stuff like that. Now, so this is the winning moment where, you know, obviously phase 1, the champions, big hug. I was actually near that area on the right side, so it was in a perfect position. And this is FaZe getting the trophy as well. Now, this is me, you know, sad kind of thing, you know, leaving and stuff like that. This is where General Admittance, i.e. GA, entered. Looks pretty sick. I reckon if I just panned it downwards, I would have had a better photo, but, you know, it is what it is. And this is like the old area. Okay, so basically I went to Sydney previously, and this is where I stayed. So basically there's an apartment block here, or here. I think it's here, actually. And this is where we stayed last time I was in Sydney. Okay. At this time in Sydney, I stayed in a Dino at City Hall. A lot of the boys were there as well. Now, this is me with, I believe that's Fluke, and I believe it's another dude. We had a talk about like jobs and stuff like that, because like all of us here had full-time jobs, and he has a music degree. And I'm like, oh, dude, just go because I study commerce like me. And he's like, I do music and I studied music, and I'm like, this is not helping me. This is not helping me. He did commerce and communications as well, so he's more into media. And I just said, like, I'm a financial advisor, mate. Like, I get 6 figures. And he's like, you're very lucky, aren't you? I'm like, yeah, very lucky. I did work super hard, but yeah. And I just talked to him about the music industry. I'm like, the music industry is, like, really hard to break into. It's like the 1% can really do anything. We were talking about the entertainment industry, which is, like, casting and stuff like that. How it's like, you know, the 1% is the only one who makes anything out of it. And we're just talking about that in general. Now, basically, the morning before I left, I went to Sis and Co. Basically, one of my best friends, Mona, she's like, go to this area. Like, and yeah, their pancakes are actually really, really good. However, this is a picture of me and Heku. I've been trying to get Heku all tournament to take a picture of me, okay? Because basically, Heku and I talk quite a bit. And Heku was super ultra busy, okay? Now, the story about this photo is this is irrelevant to Heku, okay? Is how I got into the VIP section. So basically, the person who was working on tech support for DreamHack Melbourne was also working at Fortress Sydney. Okay, I don't even know the chances of that happening. And a dude recognized me. This is like 6 months ago. He's like, "Oh, yo, man, what's up? How you been going?" I'm like, "I've been going pretty good and stuff like that as well." And like, been having a good party so far. IEM Sydney was an absolute blast. And I'm like, I was wondering, with the VIP section, like, I wanted to go in there because some of my mates are in there. I was wondering if I could get in there. And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, sure. Can I even shout you drinks?" And I'm like sitting there going like, "Whoa!" Like I did not expect this at all. So he got me into the VIP section. So I said hi to Heku, Machine, Henry G, all the casters there, like Elvish, Pilsky. Jim wasn't there actually. I forgot Jim actually was not there. Conky and all that stuff. So it's pretty awesome and epic. And I just didn't even expect it. Like all the players there, like this is more soppy now, by the way, as well. All the players there would be like, "Yo, Josh, go in there, man. They'll accept you in there." Like, dude, you're amazing and stuff like that. Like you're community hero. I'm sitting there going, "Nah, like, I'm not talent, so I don't want to go in there." I really let's just put it this way. I really undervalue myself on what I do. I don't think I really can contribute a big part to the scene in general. Like these players make me feel so much more welcome and so happy and stuff like that as well. Like make me feel so much more than I feel I am. Okay, if I'm gonna be soppy for that there, okay? I like honestly don't feel I do too much in the scene. Okay, I feel I do very little compared to a lot of other people in the scene. And that's what I put it down to. Like really undervalue myself. So like all these players like Pog, Full Send JD, even Eddie as well. We're like going, "Bro, you can probably get in there." So I got in there, and Liaz was like, "Dude, if you asked, I would have let you in." And same with Vexite. And I'm just like, I just don't want to put the burden on people. And there's a security guard there as well. It's very cool. He's just like, "Yeah, I know, I understand. We'll go check," and these guys will bugger off. And JD and TJP were like, "Fuck, man, you got in." Oh my god, because they were in the bar as well, in the VIP. And yeah, it was a really, really good night, and I feel so valued and stuff like that as well. It was really awesome. Now picture of Heku, like Heku and I talk quite a bit, and stuff like that as well. She's been so good in her career as well. Like she's done so much, and she's an absolute gem. Like she is very, very good at what she does. Like with the interviews and stuff like that as well. Really getting into the personal side of a lot of players as well. And she's an absolute queen. Let's just put it that way, okay? She's amazing. Now, this is the Two Sisters place. They have these really good pancakes and like French toast. And this is like the French toast. They got ice cream, fairy floss, strawberries, chocolates. Someone actually thought this was chicken nuggets, and I'm like, "No, it's French toast." I felt it was so good. Okay, it was so good. Okay, after eating this, I felt so fat though. But it was so good. And then I went up to the airport and went home. This is the smoothie that I got as well. Basically normal Tropicana smoothie. A lot of passion for it, very delicious. And that's pretty much it for my vacation in IEM Sydney. And I enjoyed it so much. And I felt so loved and happy there as well. I really, really enjoyed it. I did talk to, Machine and a few others as well about, going into career of casting and stuff like that. And Machine just gave some really absolute sage advice. And he just said, "Mate, sometimes you're waiting for someone to screw up their career. And it's sad, but it's kind of true. But just keep doing what you're doing." That's what he said. Like, just keep doing what you're doing. Try to get better each time. The opportunity will come eventually. And, I think Machine's very good. And Machine said the same thing for him. It was kind of similar for him as well. That you're just waiting for other people. You're waiting for your chance, basically. I talked to Hawker and Henry G, and dude, those guys love their music so much. Like, they have this deep music theory. Is so, like, I was just blown back, okay? Because I just never really thought about it. Met Blair as well. Blair was pretty cool to talk to. And like, Blair was going to another tournament. We went to Fortress with him together as well. He's fairly awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Sydney. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on stream later. Peace out. Bye.